Good afternoon and welcome to Cardinal High School for the 2016-2017 Winter Sports Media Day. I'm Steve Hare with OhioVarsity.com, and joining me first is the boys basketball team led by head coach John Cummins. Guys, welcome. And Coach, first off, just talk a little bit about what you expect out of this group this year.
It should be interesting. We graduated probably Luke's a returning starter for us, and then we graduated I think 5 or 6 seniors last year that got some playing time. Robbie came out the bench, and then you'll see Hayden and Parker. They played some varsity minutes as well. So it's a young group. I'm very excited to have them. I've coached them. I think they've been since in 3rd grade in all sports, football, basketball, and stuff. So I've seen what they can do as far as athleticism, and so I'm excited. I'm excited to see these guys out there together, and with a nice sophomore class as well. So we're going to be young, but I'm really looking forward to very athletic.
Outstanding. Let's first go over here. Luke, you've got the microphone in your hand. Last couple of years, you were one of those young guys just relying on those seniors and juniors to lead the way. Well, junior captain now, how different is that for you?
I think it's just adjusting to be a leader on the team. And, instead of fooling around and, just trying to take charge and make a difference on the team.
And for you, I mean, what kind of goals do you have looking, not just being a captain, but you've got that veteran experience now. You've played a lot of basketball. You're going to be counted on to play a lot of minutes. I mean, how are you approaching the season?
Just don't expect too much and just see what happens and just try and stay focused and put in the work.
All right, let's pass that over to Robbie. Robbie, again, you played a lot of basketball. How different is it coming in, not as one of the young guys with the older guys that you could lead on? How different is it for you now that you are that older veteran player?
I don't know. It's kind of weird because last year I didn't really have a big part in the team. I mean, I had a big part, but not in leading it. But now I have to help lead this team, and it's something I have to work up to.
How have you embraced that? I mean, what do you do on a daily basis just to kind of lead the way for the young guys?
On drills and stuff, I'll help out the younger kids and help them, tell them what to do and just try and help them out the best I can.
Outstanding. Well, good luck to you guys this season. I'll go back over here to Coach while we bring the other two in. But, Coach, just, obviously the CVC Valley is always a competitive league. I know Berkshire lost a lot of guys. They bring back some talent as well. Kirtland, same thing. They just seem to rebuild every year. Obviously, you look at those two teams along with Cuyahoga Heights. Richmond Heights is always dangerous. What's the outlook for this squad? What can you expect?
Well, as you said, Berkshire did graduate Spatana, which is the key. He's been there for 4 years. But they do have a great nucleus with their team. So I look for them to be back up top again of the conference. I sent out a couple emails to different media outlets asking about, who do you pick for the league and stuff like that. I never put a particular team. I think, especially this year, I think there's 4 or 5 teams that'll be at the top of it. We'll just be battling out and beating each other, week in and week or each night they play. I think we'll be in that same situation. I do like our chances this year. I do like our we can step on the floor against anyone we play against and have a chance to win. In the past, I don't think I could say that. I really don't. I mean, with being honest, I said it before to kind of motivate the kids and have them believe in it. But I believe in it this year as well, and I hope they do as also. Like I said, very athletic, so we can guard and switch and guard him. Hayden, for example, will be the 5. He can go out and guard a point guard at times because he's athletic enough. And then same thing with our smaller guards. They can go guard a big because they're just physical and fast enough. The 5 of our top 7 guys, they'll get a lot of playing time, play football. And it makes a big difference of the way they look at playing the game after playing football for a season.
Right, and that toughness factor that you look at when it's late in the game, you're down a couple points or you're up a couple points and you need them to dig deep, that's where that comes from. But Hayden, how much does that help you? I mean, you started out, you were a tight end this year for the football team, moved over to the offensive line where you were kind of mauling people. I mean, is that going to help you in football? I mean, in basketball, obviously you can't go in there and throw shoulders at people, but you can mix it up a little bit and get physical.
Yeah, well, being down in the trenches as a guard, it kind of it really, like you said, toughens you up and makes you a much more physical player, and you're more so than being able to give the hits, you're able to take the hits. So if someone fouls you, it kind of helps you kind of control, and you're like, okay, I'm all right being fouled. I'm not going to lash out and make a stupid play. Instead, I'm able to take that and power through for a shot. So
you've got that unique you've got a coach, but he's also your father. You get to go home and you draw up plays for him at home?
Not so much, but I've tried, but he didn't really like them.
Are you playing? Are you like a buffer between these guys? You know, Dad gets mad in practice. You got to go home and say, "Hey, Dad, maybe back off." He doesn't like to be coached that way. How does that work? That dynamic?
Sort of like that, but more so like the kids will be like kind of like have me relay their concerns to them. So like they'll be like, "Well, I'm kind of mad about this or that," and so I'll tell my dad at home later, and I'll be like, "Yeah, well, so and so's mad about this or that." Yeah.
Parker over there, one of the fresher faces on the team. You haven't gotten as much varsity experience as the other three guys. What are you looking forward to this year?
Just playing at the varsity level with a bunch of like guys that I've played with for my whole life. It's not anything different. It's just a lot. It's a bigger stage. So.
Yeah, and I mean, for the Huskies, the last few years, you went from Jake de Blasio, the real big guy, Andrew Miller last year. Now you got some guys that are in that 6'2", 6'3" range. You got some size. You got a little bit of speed on there in the guards. I mean, does that help this team overall, just being able to play with different styles of other teams that you're going to face?
Yeah, it definitely helps, having different styles and different people that can play, all of the positions and all the, everything that they can do. It'll help us definitely with shooting and rebounding, obviously with the big guys, and our ability to make plays. So,
from your perspective, what's the key for this team? I mean, what do you guys have to do to have success?
Like Hayden said, be physical. We gotta run. We gotta definitely make our shots, because that's what we're banking on this year, is making shots, getting down, playing defense, and then running back. So.
Outstanding. And back to you, Coach, just looking at, same type of question. What are the keys that you need to see, not only in practice, not only in games, but just that overall sense of team and unity? What has to happen for this team to be successful?
Yeah, I think they really do need to come together. Like I said, they've played together. All these guys have played the rec and then middle school and now in high school. And as Parker said, they're getting all back together. Now, they played together, but at different stages. Luke played varsity as a freshman. And Robbie's had a little bit of a role next year, and they have a big role this year. So for them to come together as a team, and like I said, there'll probably be 7, 8 guys in that rotation that'll learn to have to play together. And then once we come together and play better as a team and believe in each other, trust in each other, if someone's gambling on defense, you have help behind you. So those are key areas for us that we need to just come together. And as I said, we want to get out and run. And like I said, we have a lot of athletes, so that'll be our strengths, is be able to run, be able to pressure teams, put them in bad situations, and then just try and outlast them on the floor. So as you can tell, I'm excited, because I've been waiting for this for the last 6 years since I've been coaching varsity, looking for this group coming up. I mean, not that I enjoy my coach, like the players that played before me, but this year is going to be nice, because I have all these core guys, and God willing, and they're healthy for the next year, I'll have them back next year, the whole group.
Right, that's what I was going to say, is you're very young. You come in, you got these guys that are, you got 4 junior captains, so if things go well this year, and obviously the expectations for next year will be a heck of a lot higher. So
yeah, and that's good. Expectations are great, and so I hope that, and I'm telling them too, is the one main thing I keep telling them. I say, we're not waiting for next year. We're trying to do something this year. You never know what's going to happen. These guys play 3 different sports, so you never know what can happen. So this is the year to make something happen.
Outstanding. Well, good luck to you and the Huskies, and we'll be back momentarily. We've got the Huskies girls basketball team and the wrestling team coming up. So, Coach and guys, I appreciate you coming in, and good luck to you this season.
Thanks, Steve.